All right, we're back. I'm gonna go on to the next step here. Let me just quickly point out that I am on a different laptop now. This is my laptop that I work on, but I have here the MIS 3536 workspace that I created in the prior video. If you don't have that, go back to the earlier video. All right. Now, back to this is the web page where you're going to see all of the assignments listed, and of course you've gotten there once because you're reading the Excel document, right? Or the Word document, I should say. Now I'm going to download the data set. So my data set is fakesschooldata.zip. We'll actually see this data set again later in the semester. There is some bias uh, uh, built into the data set. We talk about managing bias later in the semester. So this is going to be, you're going to see a data set very, very similar to this later on. But for right now, today, we're going to just use this. I have my Excel files are bundled together, zipped together in a zip file. So I'm going to click on the zip file and my browser is going to start downloading it. I'm using Chrome, by the way. If you're using Safari, good luck. Um, Chrome, Edge, they all work pretty good. I'm not sure where Safari puts stuff or how it behaves. And my experience is that it tries to hide so much useful material from you that it, in the spirit of being easy to use, that it actually makes things harder. That's just my 2 cents. So I'm going to click on my little downloads link here, and I can see that I have my fake school data.zip. And if I move my little icon over here a little bit, you can see that there's a picture of an icon of a zipper there. Now, if you're on a MacBook, I'm pretty sure the Mac is going to automatically unzip the file and create a folder, but that there is an extra step here on a PC. So I'm going to click the show in folder, and I'm going to be very interested in figuring out where this goes. So let me just move this over a little bit, and I'm minimizing my browser. And what I would like to do is I would like to unzip the contents of this folder, and then I'm going to drag that folder into my workspace. So let me right mouse click here and extract all, and it's going to extract it into my downloads folder. Extract. Now I don't want to work on it here. Let me close this. I don't want to work on it here, but there it is. This is the zipped folder. This is the unzipped folder. And if you're not sure which is which, you can look. You can go look at the details of that, which are, of course, are all the way over here. But remember, I talked about how it was important to see the details here, and you can see that this is a file folder and this is a compressed or zipped folder. So don't get the two confused. All right, and I'm calling all these things out because these are all things that come up in class whenever we do stuff later on in the semester. And somebody will be trying to do all of their work inside of the zipped folder or inside of their downloads folder. All right, I'm going to take this, I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag it and put it over here into my workspace. And now I've copied it over, and I'm going to close this window. Cool. Now I'm going to double click here. Inside my workspace, I have fake school data. I'm going to double click on that. It actually made two layers of folder structure there. And inside of fake school data, we have the fake education data set, which is an Excel file, and we have fake student data.csv. So this is what I would like you to screenshot for this activity. I'm going to open these up now. Don't stop the video just because I gave you the deliverable, but I would hope that you would be able to show me like where the data is. Right, I can see that up here or down here if you're on a Mac, and I can see the two files, and they're not clearly not in my downloads folder. Right, and I can see the file types and the date. I should be able to see all those things. All right, so these are two file types that Excel will open up automatically on most platforms. we have XLSX, that's the Excel workbook file, and we also have a CSV file, which is called short for comma separated values. Both are easily managed with Excel. XLSX is the standard Excel workbook format, and CSV is a plain text format, good for cross-platform stuff. You can move that around, and you don't necessarily need Microsoft Excel to edit one of those. No formatting, no formulas, just text in a CSV file. Let me open up my data set. And Excel is going to open up automatically. I'm using Office 365 installed on my machine. You should be doing the same thing. Don't do this assignment in the cloud-based version of Office 365. You really are going to want Excel installed, the app. You want the app installed on your laptop or on your MacBook, okay? So you want the full install. And you can find instructions on how to do that on TU Portal if you don't have it. Okay. Just a couple words to the wise, and then we'll wrap up this video. This is a workbook. A workbook may be composed of multiple worksheets. So this would be a separate sheet inside of a workbook. It's a little bit like a folder with multiple pages. The Excel workbook format, XLSX, supports multiple sheets. The CSV file format does not. The CSV file format just represents a single sheet. Every tab down here at the bottom is a sheet. You should know how to save your work. Now, I have, because I'm, looks like I have autosave on, right? Autosave on or autosave off. Right. So if you might want to like undo a whole bunch of changes, you have to decide whether you want autosave on or off or not. I'm going to leave it on for right now. That seems to be the default position that Microsoft is really, really pushing hard. If I want to save my work, if I'm not sure if it's saved, I have a save icon up here. You'll notice that when I hover my mouse over it, it says Control S. That means I could hold down the Control key and hit S to save my work. And I could also click File, and we have Save a Copy here because I have autosave turned on here. Let me turn it off, autosave. So I could do File and Save if autosave is off, right? File and Save. So there you go. You've got multiple ways of saving your work, but I would encourage you to get in the habit of either hitting Control S or hitting this little save icon here regularly. And if you can't see that save icon, I'll show you how you can turn that on, but in another video. I'm going to click the X in the upper right hand corner, or it would be I believe it will be an icon in the left corner to close the application. And that's going to be it for this video. Okay, so in this video, we talked about XLSX versus CSV. We know what a workbook is versus a worksheet. We know how to save our work. We know where our work is, and we know how to open and close Excel. Okay, you can also open and close Excel from the search option down here in your OS. I don't think I need to tell you about that. There's Excel right there. All right, see you in the next video.